Well, hello, boys and girls of Path Preschool. It is so good to see you today. Hello, Noel and Freddie, Maggie and Makoa. Hello, Vihan and Maya, River and Elam. Hello, Micah and Levi. It is so good to see each and every one of you today. How are you today? And what kind of a day is it at your house today? At my house, it's a pretty quiet day, and it's also a pretty cloudy day. There's no blue sky outside my window today. I don't know about you, but this time of year, I sometimes miss the sunshine. Do you ever miss the sunshine? But you know what? My kids, I think, really like the rain. They like going on walks in the rain. They'll put on their rain boots and they love splashing through the puddles. Do you like to do that? It can be kind of fun. Well, as you can see from my Christmas tree, we are in the Christmas season. And another thing that we call the season of time, kind of leading up to Christmas, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, in the church, we call this the season of Advent. And it's a time in the Christian church where we look forward with anticipation and with longing to the coming of Jesus into the world. Well, I thought it would be fun again today to read some stories that take place in Christmas, in the wintertime. I think I picked out some good ones, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. Do you like snow? I think Peter does. Let's find out. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Have you ever been someplace that had that much snow? Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. Then he walked with his toes pointing in like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. What do you think happened when he did that? Oops! Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's hat. Do you think he minded? I don't. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great, big, tall, heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. What do you think is going to happen to that snowball? He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. Oh, he felt very sad. Boys and girls, what happened to the snowball? I think you're right. I think it melted in his warm house. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Well, that sounds like a super fun, snowy day. This is another one of my favorites. I seem to have a lot of winter and Christmas time favorite stories. This one is called The Hat by Jan Brett. Look at these silly animals. Look at this one here. Looks like he has a sock stuck on his head. Let's see what happens. The Hat. Now, in these stories, it's important to notice all the little things around the edges because sometimes they tell us what is coming next in the story. Winter was coming. Lisa took out her warm clothes. She was hanging them up when the wind blew away one of her socks. Uh-oh. Now notice who we see here. Hedgie found it, poked his nose in, and got stuck. Oh no, he thought. I'll never get this off. Who's coming next? Cackle, cackle, the mother hen said. What's that thing on your head, Hedgie? Why, it's my new hat, he sniffed. Oh, said the mother hen, and off she ran. Honk, honk, ho, ho, the gander laughed. Laugh, gander, but when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought, and off he ran. Who do you think is going to come next? Meow, the barn cat called down. You look funny today, Hedgie. Well, maybe, but I will be warm in the snow. Aha, purred the cat, and off he ran. Is that you in a hat, Hedgie? The farm dog barked. Why not? It's very cozy, he said. Her ears perked up. Woof, woof, and off she ran. Oink, oink, the mama pig squealed. What are you up to, Hedgie? Making sure my hat doesn't blow off. I see, said the mama pig, and off she ran. You look ridiculous, Hedgie, the pony snorted. Why? Shouldn't everyone wear a hat in the ice and snow? Good idea, the pony thought, and off he ran. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. Everyone was laughing at him with this thing on his head. Boys and girls, notice the clothesline. There's not a single piece of clothing left hanging on the line. What do you think has happened to all of the clothes? Even Lisa was running after him. Stop! She wanted her sock back. Oh no, Hedgie said. Now the girl is laughing at me too. Lisa pulled her sock off Hedgie's head. You funny little hedgehog, don't you know that animals don't wear clothes? Lisa started back toward the clothesline. That's when she saw her missing clothes. Where have they gone? Each animal was thinking, now I am wearing a magnificent hat. Oh my goodness. This pig is wearing a vest as a hat. The dog has put on a sweater as a hat. This cat has completely wrapped herself up in a scarf as a hat. Hedgie just watched. How silly they look. don't they know that animals should never, ever wear clothes? Well, I don't know. They seem pretty happy to me. The end. This story is called The Nativity. It's illustrated by Julie Vivas, but the words of this story are straight out of the Bible. I love the pictures in this one. The Nativity. In the days of Herod the king, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to the city of Nazareth to a virgin engaged to a man whose name was Joseph, and the virgin's name was Mary. Look at that angel. Big floppy wings and combat boots. And the angel said to her, "Hail, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women." And when she saw him, she was afraid. The angel said, "Don't be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. You are going to have a baby, and you're going to name him Jesus." Oh, here she is telling Joseph the big news. And then look, there's the baby growing and growing in her belly. It came to pass that Caesar Augustus decreed that everyone in his land should be taxed according to where they were from. So Joseph went from Nazareth to the city of Bethlehem with Mary his wife, being great with child. How do you think that must have felt for Mary? Oh my goodness. Looks like everyone else came to Bethlehem too. Mary and Joseph look exhausted, don't they? Where are they going to stay? And so it was that while they were there, the day came that Mary was going to have that baby. Oh dear. And she brought forth her firstborn son. Oh, what a cute little baby. Now, boys and girls, I said, oh dear, not because the baby was born, but because Mary looks very uncomfortable, and I'm wondering where she's going to have that baby. And they wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and they laid him in a manger. That's an animal feeding trough, because there was no room for them in the inn. So they had baby Jesus in a barn. There was in the same country shepherds out in the fields keeping watch over their flocks by night, when lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were very afraid. And the angel said, "Don't be afraid, for I bring you tidings of great joy. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this will be a sign for you. You will find the baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God. That means there were a whole bunch of angels singing songs in the heavens. And it looks like riding the sheep. When the angels were gone, the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go to Bethlehem to see this thing which has come to pass." And they came quickly and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in a manger. And behold, there came wise men to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star and have come to worship him." And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them till it stood over where the young child was. Then they came into the house. They saw the young child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him. And then they opened their treasures, and they presented him with gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. The wise men left, headed off to their own country, and the shepherds also returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen. And the child was called Jesus, named by the angel before he was ever conceived in his mommy's belly. The end. Boys and girls, that is the story of the first Christmas. Well, in my first Christmas stories video, I showed some pictures of some of my favorite Christmas ornaments around the house. And I invited you to send me some pictures of you with your favorite Christmas ornaments. And a few of you did. So I wanted to take a moment now to show you the pictures that you sent in. Here's one of Freddie in front of his Christmas tree. And then here's one of Teacher Gwen and one of Elam with their favorite Christmas decorations. What is your favorite decoration? Well, one thing that my kids have started doing this year, which has been a fun activity for them, is find the Christmas ornament. This is a game that I thought maybe you could try out at home. So what my kids have been doing is they've been borrowing the phone from their dad or me and using the camera to take pictures really close up of ornaments on the tree. And then the other one has to try and find the ornament that they took a picture of. They have spent hours doing this, taking close-up pictures of ornaments on the tree so that the other one had to find that ornament. And it's a really fun way to spend time enjoying the Christmas tree this time of year. So maybe you could try that out this week. Well, boys and girls, it has been so good to spend a little bit of time with you. I hope that you have a great week. And I just want you to know that we think you are special, and we are so glad that you are a part of Path Preschool. Bye-bye. See you next time.